Well, 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 what do we have here? I've been researching something like this for years, waiting for the prices to come down. I bought this myself. It's not sponsored by anyone. And can you guess on what you can do with it relative to, say, a carpet? This is one of the few moisture meters I have actually come across that specifically claims, notice I said claims, that it can measure carpet dampness. Now let's see, I need to pull this piece of plastic off of here. There we go. I have not spent more than a couple of minutes looking at this. There's a close-up. These are sharp. Got to be careful with that. There's the front. There's the back. Battery. Let's see. I did put it in, but maybe I won't tackle that right now. I'll end up poking myself. So yeah, these are extremely sharp. So not a toy. And let's see. There's a manual in here. There we go. There's the front. There's the back. And I wanted to show you a specific page. There we go. All right. Material number 1, meaning setting number 1. Dot, 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 dot. You notice, wood, that kind of thing. Carpet. Specifically designed for carpet. This approximate measuring range. If it goes lower than that, it should say low, L-O. And if it goes higher than that, I think it just says high. And there's the rest of the materials right there. So I'm not saying that this thing is a good gauge. I'm definitely not saying that this thing is the best at anything, but how about we just see if it does anything? So there we go. It's on. It is on material number 1. And you see I have it set to 66.4 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can change it to Celsius if that's what you want to do. It's got materials. Come on. I know it's going to be tough to get a good focus on that. There we go. So it's got a symbol for material, but it's material number 1. So if I try to measure my dry hand, okay, dryish hand. No, it's not high. So I have some moisture in my hand. I don't want to poke too hard. Imagine the harder I poke, the more moisture I'd get, right? As something red would come out there. Okay, so I have a somewhat damp sponge. This side is slightly wet. This side is very wet. I know it's having a hard time focusing. I get it. All right, so let's try this. Let's see what this says. Okay. 14.9%. Now this is much wetter. Oh, high. Okay, maybe I won't push so hard. Let's see if I get a good contact here. All right, so it's definitely more wet, more moist. And if I do the carpet, so I probably won't be able to see that from here because of the glare. There, well, it says low. You know what? Let me get you a different angle. Okay, here's a little different angle. I know I'm going to be doing this upside down. So if I just want to see if the carpet fibers are wet or dry. Now, I'm not looking to jam this thing all the way in to where it pierces the backing. I want to find out, what the moisture is of the tops of the fibers. And it's low. This carpet is completely dry, by the way. Totally, utterly dry. Bone dry. So it wouldn't make any difference if there, you hear that? I actually pierced the backing. I guess if you wanted to find out how wet the backing was, you could certainly jam it all the way down. But that's not really what I want to do here. So now I have an inexpensive little doodad that should be able to tell me relative moisture of things that I, well, poke it with. All right. Thanks for watching, and definitely stay tuned for more.